Wanderers, welcome to the Wandering Dutchman podcast. Today's episode is brought to you by a friend of the program, Matt Krieg and Krieg Insurance.
As you gather with family in this upcoming holiday season, you need to ask yourself if you have done everything you can do to protect them if something were to happen to you. If you don't know where to turn, that's where we can help. Give friend of the program, Matt Krieg, a call today. Matt Krieg of Krieg Insurance is a knowledgeable provider of life and health insurance. The last thing that should be on your mind this holiday season is either one of these insurance issues. Take the guesswork, stress, and headache out of it all and call Matt today.
The Wandering Dutchman podcast.
Where none of us are Dutch, but we all live in Holland, Indiana. Join us where we talk about what we all wonder about. This is the Wandering Dutchman podcast coming to you from Smoker's Lounge.
The Wandering Dutchman. Yeah. The Wandering Dutchman. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Wandering Dutchman podcast coming to you from Smoker's Lounge. Today's episode is brought to you by Matt Krieg. Welcome aboard. Thanks for joining us. When this is published on those platforms that we publish to, we are getting close into the eyes of the old gobble, gobble, gobble turkey time, boys.
Oh, this is the 21st.
Bingo.
Yeah.
You touch Jenna with that tongue? My God, boy.
God dang. Look at the coverage on this fucker.
What a lucky girl. I bet Dairy Queen hates to see you coming in with that dang.
Oh, hell yeah.
You make that ice cream cone look tiny.
Soft
shit,
serve
boy.
gets a little harder.
Golly.
Don't you get
Coming
that
in
full
hot,
play
ladies
with
and
me.
gentlemen. We got a real hot mic tonight.
Here we go. We're back at it. We haven't done a back-to-back on the same night in a while, so it's kind of good to do it. It's going to help with some editing
Batching it up.
because we've got a little
I hope.
yeah. Well, we'll find out.
We got a little loosey goose.
But anyways, it's good to be back here. Brother Dave, anything you want to throw out there that we maybe missed in the first recording to here we are now?
We've been getting some cool evenings. And
Cool evenings.
pretty big fan of it, if I'm being honest.
Cool evenings.
Talking with neighbor Doug earlier, he hates winter. I think it's a lot to do with
Well,
his
it's because
profession.
he's a scrawny boy, too.
And
Ain't no
his-
meat on them
yeah,
bones.
his
yeah.
stature.
That cold, that wet cold gets to them bones he's got underneath that inch of flesh pretty fast.
You know, I'm a big fat bastard too, and I've learned to. Like we've talked about it last winter a little bit, but I'm turning into a big fat bitch too when it comes to real cold.
The problem is, and it has nothing to do with my comfort level, but as far as, like temperature,
Mm-hmm.
but there's something about a crisp evening, a cold evening, and I haven't figured it out unless it's just the molecules are closer together. But the night sky is a lot prettier when it's cold out.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I
Get those
love a
clear-
good late night walk. Love a good late night walk.
And I
Yeah.
find myself stargazing more and more once it gets cold and you get that. Because
Better than shoegazing.
you guys wake up, I don't know, I'm at the age now, I wake up pretty regularly around 2 a.m. to piss.
Prostate problems.
And I'll go outside and I'll piss.
Justine,
off
would
the-
you check his prostate?
Oh God, I still haven't reached.
promise?
That. I still haven't reached that where I get up in the night to pee. Do you pee in the night?
I'm gonna be honest with you guys. No young child that wakes up in the middle of the night, i.e., the 4-month-old,
None
when
of them
this
piss
airs,
alone, do they?
will be the 5-month-old. No, they do. But when the lights go off in my eyeballs, I'm not waking up till the alarm goes off.
Amen.
Really?
Same with me. Yeah, I don't either.
I wake up a couple times a night and I just like to go outside and piss, especially like it's not good when there's snow on the ground. You got to put shoes on, at least your Crocs. But when you go out there,
Got to be careful with them Crocs. You get on
And
some
when you-
slippery surfaces.
when you look out east, when I go out the front door, I piss out the front door towards the highway.
Yeah, of course.
I've got a pretty open sky, and on a clear, cool evening, while I'm just admiring the stars, letting my piss steam up towards my face. I like it. I like it a lot. Now I go out and piss in the summer, and you got sweat. It's clammy.
I just piss in the bathtub.
You fucking animal.
Your wife's reaction.
When it's hot outside, I'm not going out to pee.
Why the fuck do you pee in the bathtub if there's a goddamn toilet right next to it?
I don't have very good aim. When you got a short pecker like mine, it's tough, buddy.
It's like when the garden hose.
It's like Bob Lee Swagger shooting that mile distance, boys. It's tough. It's tough. It's tough.
She is mortified.
It's tough. When your dick lays on the top of your sack like a pool cue, it's tough to hit what you're aiming at. You don't call me the Black Widow for nothing. Yeah. It's going to be a hot one. I guarantee you that. Yeah.
Your wife's look of disgust.
That's okay. That's okay. That's fine.
Oh,
Do you rinse? Do you turn on the faucet to rinse it down when you're done?
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, it means no.
her look right now. How long you guys been married? She has an
Not
utter
much
look.
longer.
At this time, when this episode comes out, we'll be married for how many years?
Lots of them.
14? Yeah, 14 years when this episode comes out. Our
Is there a fresh
anniversary.
beer down there?
Our anniversary's coming out 11/12. So November 12th,
Well, that's
the day after Veterans Day.
nice. 12th.
Yeah, 12th. 12th.
He pronounced the F that is in the word.
12th. 12th.
That you
Yeah,
pronounce it the way
Casey.
it's
So
spelled.
if you're wondering what I've been up to in the last 26 minutes, I haven't been up to much other than I went out and peed for about 10 minutes straight, getting prepared for this episode. If you notice, I haven't changed clothes. I'm still wearing my IU shirt because who's yours? They've been.
Ooh, we're getting a new piece
Yep.
of artwork for the shop.
I heard that Bobby Knight autographed. I love it.
He
The
sent me
general.
a picture of both and asked which one I preferred.
Yeah, brother Cord stopped by the other night when me and Dave were working.
I was
going
going
to
to say Bobby Knight's been gone for a little while.
I know, but we got an autographed photo of Bobby Knight's chair toss, getting
One
hung
of
up on
them
the
is
lounge.
Bobby Knight from the back in a black frame, and one of them is him from the front, and you can see the rage in his face. But it's got a red frame, and I told him I felt like the black frame would, mesh with the motif.
The feng
Yeah.
shui.
Well, here's the thing. Dave is slowly becoming a sports guy.
Yeah, we'll get there one of these days, buddy.
World
got the
Series
hiccups.
baseball. Yep.
You got to get rid of those hickey mups.
You got to scare him.
But so
Peeing in the bathtub was pretty scary.
Wild deal there. So whenever this episode comes out, it will be November
21st.
the 21st, which that means we will be 1
week out of deer camp, 1 week
Almost-
before mountain lion camp.
almost one week into the Indiana firearms season, and hopefully the bragging board. Hopefully we're going to fire up me, Zachary David Mosner. I'm going to hopefully fire up a bragging board page for the Dutchmen this year, which I haven't said anything about it until right now. So hopefully I will have it already up and going on the Dutchman Facebook
So
page.
future you
Yeah.
will have this taken care of.
Yeah.
So present you doesn't look like a dummy.
Right. So future me will hopefully have the bragging board set up for the Dutchman.
Well, hey, our girl Allison Vogus has already got one with a bow.
No,
She shot a monster.
no,
That
her
was her
husband
husband.
did.
Allison did too, guys.
But not as big as like the one her husband shot though was like
It was a fucking damn.
yeah, but he
real
hasn't been on the show.
fair.
We're a pro Allison podcast. Would love to have her back because she never called us about noodling this summer.
Canoodling.
Well, but that might have been because somebody forgot to invite her to the bacon tasting because, we thought she was out of town.
I don't see
Wait a
anything
minute,
on the
bacon.
Facebooks.
Oh, the bacon off where we tried those 3 bacons.
I don't see anything on the
How'd that
Facebooks
turn out?
about Allison killing a buck this year.
Yeah, she
She
100%
killed a
did.
deer. I don't think she killed a buck.
No, I don't think you're right. I think Blake shot his big buck, the Indiana Hammer, and then I think her father-in-law Jim shot one in Kentucky yesterday in real time. But I think Allison's still.
Call her.
No, we're not going to do that. But I think she has. I don't know if she has or not. I think. I don't know if she did
Oh
or not.
no! I remember her sharing one. It smells like great buck. She's like, "This is mine from last year, but
Mhm.
open." It's
Yeah. But anyway, we'll get
That tricky little devil.
Yeah, it was last year's deer. So we'll get that bragging board set up for 2025, 2026 Indiana whitetail season. But other than that, I'm ready to rip. And Casey, what do you got?
Well, there's something I need to address, and hopefully they've figured it out by now. But Disney and YouTube TV need to get their shit together
Oh, I know.
and figure this out because
Yeah.
it's tough sledding.
The syndicate and all that bullshit with their channel debacles and all their sports feuds, that's pissing a lot of folks off.
Well, I read an article today that ESPN, with what's going on right now in present time, so as we do this November 7th, is going to set to lose about $5 million a day, where YouTube TV may lose $8 million a month. And so the longer the longer this stretches on, but the bad thing of it is the optics of it. Disney says, well, YouTube TV is trying to ask, it's a carriage fee rate that they're trying to negotiate. Disney says that's unbelievably high. It's greedy of YouTube TV. UTV is like, no, it's not. But then you have all these, because Disney owns ESPN, which is all we care about as a big pro sports
you know
podcast.
what's the craziest part? Oh, go ahead, finish your thought, and then I'll tell you. What I
But
think's
the
crazy.
thing of it is, like, they bring all their A-list celebrities out to say, hey, go to this website, sign up, all this other stuff. We don't give a shit. The white suit, or not the white suits, the white collars that are negotiating this need to get it figured out, because we got enough bad stuff going on right now.
That's what I was going to say. I've heard more about this Disney ESPN thing than I have the fact that our government's been shut down for 40 fucking days.
And they need to get that shit figured out real Ricky Tick.
You know, there's some things with the government
flights to catch.
shutdown. That's exactly right. There's some things that need to be funded. But I'm telling you right now, have you missed the government, the clowns in Washington, D.C. not being at work?
Yes, because they're still charging me taxes every fucking paycheck. and they ain't
Well,
doing a
that's
fucking
true. We
thing
should be
with
at
it.
a surplus at the end of this. But
Should be, but won't be. Anyway,
go ahead, Dave. We can get into it.
I'm
wanna
just saying these sons of bitches.
Well, it just tells you. It's just the
You know, if I
clowns.
wasn't getting paid, I probably wouldn't go to work either.
Yeah, I don't blame them for not going to work.
No.
The thing is, would you really not go to work though?
No.
It depends what I did. If I'm working
I
in
feel
a
like at
national
my
park,
job, I really like the folks I work with, and if I wasn't getting paid, but they were getting paid, like just say for some reason,
was,
like
is this at your new employer, Love Excavating?
I'm just saying, I feel like I'd have to go to work. You just can't stop.
But here's the thing: these people will.
Have you fucking lost your mind? If you're not getting paid, you're not going to work.
Yeah, they're going to receive all their back pay plus interest.
Are you though?
Yes, they all do.
Well, they're gambling on it. I mean, it's a gamble. You don't.
You haven't
know.
had a shutdown this long in history.
Longer than the last previous one, which was 1981. But the thing of it is, I think one of them presented a bill today to bring them to the table. And I don't know, I forget which one introduced it, but basically it was
The guy from Kentucky said, if you're not going to go to work, if we're not going to fix this, like Congress folks ain't going to get paid. Like if we're not.
No.
Oh, you're not
Rand
talking
Paul voted against this other Republican senator's bill to not pay the Congress people because, see, they get all their back pay and
Is it
everything
Texas?
else.
What's that real simple sounding guy?
It was Thune. It was John Thune,
No,
who's
that's not
the
who I'm thinking
speaker,
of.
who's the Senate leader.
Like I'm talking about the guy like, if you don't like police, then call a crackhead. That's the guy.
That's John Kennedy.
That's the one.
Not
that-
John Kennedy. Is it John Kennedy from
Yeah,
Louisiana?
I believe so.
Yep, Louisiana. That's it.
I'm just doing some research here. He's hilarious, by the way.
He's the one though that said that if we're going to keep government,
He's a
shut,
senator, John Neely Kennedy. Yes.
and he's the one that said if we're going to shut
If you
government
want to
down,
defund the police, call a crackhead.
yeah,
That guy. He's
Yeah.
hilarious. I know. Yeah.
he's a simple fella.
Mm-hmm.
Let's
Looked
see
like
here.
maybe his mom and his dad was closer related than they should have been.
That's fine.
Yeah, hell yeah. I mean, we don't judge.
Nope.
Let's see.
You got to be somewhere. You got your timer running.
Well, no. I don't know why.
Yeah, so it was Kennedy that introduced critical bills prohibiting lawmakers. Senator John Kennedy, Republican from Louisiana, introduced 2 critical pieces of legislation that ensure members of Congress do not receive a paycheck until the federal government reopens. The No Shutdown Paychecks to Politicians Act ensures yada, yada, yada.
Good for him.
I don't know. It is. I mean, it is what it is. But Dave, to your point, yes, we're still paying taxes. I guess you could go ahead and not pay them for this period. Go ahead and prorate your taxes this year for this part and see what happens.
This goes back to that last one about having a defendable position.
All right. Before we get into it, because we don't need to go off the deep waters of politics and other things we don't know anything about, let's hear from our first sponsor of the show, our buddy, Logan Clark, Lights by Logan, which in present time, you haven't decorated Smoke's house, but in future time when this airs, it looks great, Logan. You did a great job.
Absolutely.
Very happy with it.
Okay. The countdown to Christmas is getting real, and so are folks getting their Christmas decorations up. Listen, you're busy with everything going on in life. Don't be that Grinch that doesn't decorate. Lucky for you, we've got a guy. Lights by Logan is the go-to provider of outdoor Christmas lights and decorations in DuBois County and the surrounding area. Check out Logan today on Facebook or give him a call. He's booking up fast. Don't be a Grinch at Christmas. Be a Clark Griswold.
All right, big fella. What you got?
All right. So, as a street department worker,
Do you prefer worker or laborer?
it's fine, whatever.
Well, I mean, what do you prefer?
My job title is laborer.
Yeah, so you're a street department laborer.
Okay. As a
Man of the street.
lady of the night, I sometimes will find myself on the dark web and look at. No, I'm joking. Woo-wee. What I'm talking about is how in the hell do you think that it's worth that much?
Dang!
Oh,
Car cover for a 1972 Hemi Cuda?
So the thing I'm getting at is I've been so.
Is the one you're talking about, does that belong to a fellow that lives up south of you, just a skosh on?
That's not what I was alluding towards,
But is that the same one?
but kinda.
Yeah. Okay. I thought that was.
So as an avid Facebook marketplacer,
God, I miss Auto Trader.
I know. So that's kind of where I'm at, and I know that a lot of folks will really get a kick out of this. But how in the hell do you think that that's worth that much money? You know, and it's as a auto Facebook marketplace,
As a classified connoisseur.
yeah, as one of the barter box and like yesterday's trash is today's treasure type deal. Looking at things on marketplace lately, I cannot understand. You pay right now, if we got in a truck with a sober driver and drove to
Car and a key, 10 and a fiver.
we would go over to, let's just say, Ublor Chevrolet or Ruxer Ford or Sternberg's Chrysler Center, or come on down where the Viper sits high in the sky at the Audubon Chrysler Center. And you look at these brand new vehicles and, you're looking at, you're knocking on like $85,000, $90,000 for a brand new 3/4 ton 4-wheel drive pickup.
okay.
And then you see this other feller that's got like a,
1982.
let's just
GMC.
say for conversation's sake, you've got a mid 80s or early 90s pickup. And, we're still knocking on $10,000 for stuff like that. I don't know. And it just could be me. I'm not in the game when it comes to wheeling and dealing these new vehicles and old vehicles and things like that. But a lot of times I don't understand. So I saw recently there was like a 2000 and some 3/4 ton diesel pickup that had some 1-2 skidoo tuner madoos, really cranked up, high horsepower, 4-wheel drive, stuff like that. And the guy wanted almost 30 grand for a truck that had 150,000 miles on it. Granted, it's a diesel, it's a 4-wheel drive, it's a
Just broke in.
sharp looking pickup. But so like Kelly Blue Book, NADA, like what other websites are there these days that put values on vehicles and things like that? Like, where do you get your sources to value your used vehicles? Like that's what I guess I don't understand, because when you read these articles and you see these Facebook posts and you see what people are asking for used vehicles these days, and a guy like me who, when I was growing up, my dad always said, if it's 4-wheel drive and it runs, it's automatically worth $1,500.
Just like there ain't a gun out there that ain't worth $100 bill. If you can pick up a gun on the used market for $100, that you ain't got to have your name tied to.
Especially if the serial numbers are
Grinded off.
That makes it
so
even
if
better.
if you're looking at a 4-wheel drive
Neighbor
pickup,
Doug, how many of those you got?
if a 4-wheel drive pickup runs, if it starts, goes into gear and drives from point A to point B, and if any time you have to put it in 4-wheel drive and it works,
And then comes back out.
and then comes back out of 4-wheel drive and goes, it should be worth, like when I was a kid, my dad always said that $1,500. That's kind
half
of like
that for a 2-wheel drive.
it's kind of like a that's where you start at. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think what some of these folks, they may go do a Kelly Blue Book and they see that number and they think I'll tack on $3, $4, $5,
$1,000
maybe. I mean, the way people negotiate.
I mean, god damn. You know what I mean? Like, you look at these people that are asking this money for pickups, and it's like, it's 2025. You're not gonna, you can't. Why would I pay $9,000, $10,000 for a 30-year-old vehicle when I could spend $10,000 more and go get something 20 years newer?
I think I can answer that.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. All right. Okay.
No, it's the man. And you brought it up. You hit on it when you first started. You go to any of the car lots, you're going to buy a new vehicle. $85,000, $90,000.
What? Can I have a sixer?
Now, get in that box up there next to the pumpkin. And
Those are threes.
Well, yeah, but there's a whole fuckload of them.
I know, but I have threes.
Oh,
Casey's
never mind.
out.
I thought we were out. So at any rate, you say, how do you go to the daggone new car lot and spend $90,000? Well, here's the deal. It's the man and everybody's in cahoots. You know why it's $90,000? Because they're going to give you the best interest rate on a new vehicle. And you know what? Your payment's going to be, it's going to be $1,200 a month. And that's a lot. That's fucking dumb. But John Q. Public will pay $1,200 a month for a vehicle now. Now, you go back to buy an old vehicle, and the bank's going to say, well, it's not worth as much because it's older, so we're going to have to charge you more interest. So that's going to cost you $700 a month. It don't matter what the purchase price is. What they're doing is they're driving it because nobody can pay cash for a vehicle anymore because we live in a I want it now society.
Credit-based society.
So the bottom dollar doesn't matter. It's the monthly payment that matters. So they drive the price of them vehicles up at the lot so they can sell the used vehicles, and that's where they're making their money on the ones that are 20 years old. They're making more money on that than they're selling you a new one.
Yes.
And that drives up the price because you still can't afford to buy a vehicle with cash anymore. You still got to take a loan, and the bank don't want to give you a loan. And John Q. Public wants to charge everything he can for it, and then that all still drives a cycle of you never own anything.
But how in the world does somebody come up with an almost 40-year-old vehicle for $10,000?
Tell you what, take your $10,000 and go buy a brand new one, bud. And you can't. 5 years.
No.
10.
I'm going to run it till the wheels fall off. Yeah.
That's saying you ain't going to buy. So that when you guys sent that today, that's a good looking truck for its age. And I'd love an old square body Chevy. And I feel like young feller ain't too far off.
Will you stop doing that to your mic stand? Your ADD
But it's
is
the whole
strong.
supply and demand thing, and it's just the culture we live in now. Nobody's paying for anything, so you can charge as much
Well,
as you want as a
and the-
monthly payment.
and
'Cause
here's
you're
the
never
f-
going to own it. You're going to
here's-
get
So
rid
you're
of it.
telling me here's that if I was a lender,
Mhm.
if I worked at a loan institution,
Neighbor Doug, call Lady Neighbor Doug.
but if she deals in mortgages, but
She knows.
if I was a lender and if I was a mortgage professional, and somebody walked into the bank one day and says, "Hey, I found this truck and I really want it."
Well, you wouldn't take a mortgage out on a truck.
I know I'm a loan officer.
Just a loan.
If I was a loan officer and somebody walked in tomorrow and said, "Hey, I found this truck. It's a 1980 and it's only going to cost me 10 grand." As a loan officer, like I'm thinking to myself, 95% of the time, these people, when they get an automotive loan, they're going to try to go 60 months. And this guy don't have any money
But
to
it's
put.
based on your credit score. And
Right.
if your credit history says that this guy pays his bills, fuck yeah, they're going to give you the money. They don't care if it's 20 grand. Hey, we're going to have to charge you 13%
Well,
because it's
but-
an older vehicle.
But the part you're forgetting about this is the value of the collateral when you don't make the payment and they come to repossess. There is no way. Well, I don't want to say there's no way because that means without any certainty. But if we were to call up somebody right now for an auto loan for 10 grand for a damn near 40-year-old truck, the interest rate that they're going to charge on that is going to be insane because it'll be above what market value is because there's no
But they'll hedge
There's
their
no
bets.
value
You gotta
in that
put down your
collateral.
down payment.
But people are you basically what you guys are alluding to is that people these days are stupid enough to do it just because they want it right
no,
now.
but your banks, your institutional lenders are not going to
and
do
that's
that.
how we ended up in the housing crisis we did in 2008 that we're getting up to again because the lenders will let you do that. As long as you'll sign up for it and you have anything, and it doesn't have to be the value of the vehicle, they're going to say, hey, your down payment has to be high enough to make this happen or your monthly payment's going to be insane. We'll give you the loan.
But you're going to be paying $1,500 a month
And
But
then-
why
and
would
then
anybody in their right mind do that?
because they can afford. They look at what they make. So let's say that this is an average person, not average person, but let's just for easy math, somebody after taxes and everything else, their net income is $5,000. So they look at they've got
A month.
a month. So they've got this payment, they've got that payment, they got this payment, they got that payment, whatever groceries, everything else.
But
They
the bank
know that
doesn't
they
ask
can
that
afford
either.
to make that payment. Then that's why they live doing that. As long as you make your payments, ask the majority of your farmers around here that buy brand new combines every 2, 4, 5, whatever it is years. Those things aren't paid off either when they do it. They buy land at $10,000, $11,000 an acre. There is no intentions. I mean, I'm sure they have intentions to pay it off, but their whole thing of it is we make enough operationally to make that payment. That's part of being in a business. That's looking at it from a business
Yeah,
perspective.
they're never going to own the equipment. I'm going to pay that equipment cost every month as long as I'm doing this. Might as well have the new one.
But going back to my original question,
Which was realistically
makes it
why
worth
can
it?
people be charging this amount because
Because
they
people pay it.
people will pay it. If
What's
somebody's
something worth? What somebody will pay for it.
I just don't understand. It's just mind blowing to me because we look at this stuff quite a bit because it's there, and you see the broad spectrum of things. Some people are pretty modest on their sales. Some people are pretty not modest on their sales, and you look at these middle-aged to borderline older vehicles, and I just feel like the days of the old $1,500 to $2,000 four-wheel drive pickup, they're long gone.
yeah, Paul 15 years ago.
But I just
Cash for clunkers.
I get it. Like it's just wild to me. That's what I was thinking about. How do you come up? Like, cause I don't really want to do it at all because it just absolutely gives me fucking nightmares to think about.
Selling Tanya.
Tanya. Her name's Tanya. And I'm really tired of you misnaming her.
So it's not Tanya, it's Tanya.
No, fuck off. Her name is Tanya.
I thought that the whole point was that was going to be the twins' first vehicle.
Exactly. But I've been getting some.
I mean, they're only like 2 years away from practicing driving,
I've
and
been
3
getting
from
some
having a license.
flack. I've been getting some flack from
War department.
the War Department about maybe thinking about moving it, and I'm not
You got
happy.
lots of wheels that sit out there.
No, I don't. I have 4.
Tanya, the
I
boat's
have-
got 2.
That's fucking. The boat is not mine.
Oh, well, that's fair.
I only own 3/4 of the boat. I own the trailer and the engine.
That
Two
would
tires.
And those questions are that's none of your fucking business. But what I'm saying is that some people have alluded towards maybe we need to think about selling the Tahoe. And I just don't know how to put a price tag on that.
$500. Take
Fuck
it now.
you. Eat shit and die.
Okay, $750.
No, I'll dig the hole and bury her myself for that money.
I would love to see that.
But I just don't understand how, like, my vehicle. So if that's the case, if this kid,
Tanya's a $1,750 rig.
if this person is trying to sell this, now you tell me this.
You think?
You tell me why this vehicle that we saw today, that is almost $10,000 and almost 20 years older than Tanya, is, and then you got Tanya that's sitting at a whopping 238,000 miles
I'll tell you.
of
I can tell you
100%
why.
American muscle that can haul 7 passengers right now, is only worth $1,750.
I'll tell you.
Go ahead.
Because that 40-year-old vehicle, there ain't a hiccup on it that costs more than $200 shy of a transmission. Everything on that thing you can fix with a $30 part, shy of a transmission. It's got a small block 350 in it. It don't got power, nothing.
Brother Dave's got a point there.
You can fix that vehicle, almost everything, shy of a transmission for under $100 bill.
You talk to anybody that works on vehicles, they will tell you they hate the
Tanya,
technology.
power everything. Leather seats, power everything.
And Tanya has a few of those.
It's Tanya! Quit misnaming her!
She has a few of those blemishes throughout it there.
I'm done talking about it. What do you got?
You want to hug it out?
Yeah, we can.
Come here, buddy.
Get off of me.
Dave, come in here.
No, get off of me. I'm not selling the Tahoe. It's not going anywhere.
For sale side will be on it
Fuck
within a
you.
month.
Fuck you.
All right.
What do you
Here-
got?
Here's what I was wondering about, because I watched a viral video today from the Wandering Dutchman podcast, but a second viral video was this lady, I think it was up in Michigan, at a McDonald's throwing hot coffee.
Oh, shit.
on the
Yeah,
worker.
dude.
And what I was wondering about is, how does one determine the right time to just start recording these public outbursts, these fights, these arguments, these confrontations?
Mm-hmm.
Like, are people, I mean, I get people are walking around with a cell phone in their hand all the time, watching, looking, with a couple clicks of the button, you can start recording. But my Lord, we have some amazing coverage of some of these people's most embarrassing moments caught on film because they're just recorded. And like, you know, there was a big push probably early 2000s, you know, police need to be wearing body cams, all this other stuff. I think law enforcement does more detective work with people's Ring, Blink, other home camera system stuff, and people with cell phone coverage.
I just watched an entire close to 2-hour Netflix documentary entitled The Perfect Neighbor. And I'm going to say 98% of that documentary was nothing more than police dash cam footage.
Cops.
It was about a show. It was, yeah. So that you're 100%.
You
right.
watched a cops marathon today?
No. It's an absolute tearjerker is what it is. It's a wild documentary. If you ever have a chance to watch it, check it out, because it is, man, it hit me in the feels. Like It was
Between this and Tanya, I don't know if we've ever...
I know, guys. This is a
emotional
wild
episode for you.
time for me. And anyway, but yeah, so like I get that. But here's the thing that I don't like. And this is just me, and I know shots fired, and any press is good press, and I'm broad shouldered and I can take it.
Oh, big back.
But this whole fucking dash cam bullshit, where like we've got this in our neighborhood in this local community, we've got this new social media presence, social media presence that's basically a compilation of dash cam footage that is being posted on Facebook as a giant like smear tactic to either negligent drivers or, you know, little bit of hiccup here, a little bit of hiccup there, you know, stuff like that.
People
And,
passing in the turn lane.
yeah, stuff like that, and they're just getting put on blast. And I'm not.
I get nervous every time. I'm like, man, I wonder if my truck's on there.
I'm not a big fan of it, and I don't particularly care for it, and that's my opinion, of course. But you know, some say that I'm not the best driver in the world, but you know,
I've known worse drivers.
I can get from point A to point B okay. But I don't like the bad part of this whole topic and scenario that you're talking about is that you look at these inner cities, the big, you know, the big 4, 5, 6, 7, you know, your Chicago's, your New York's, your St. Louis's, your all these, you know,
Bedford,
Indiana, Mitchell, you know, Winslow stuff. And then, you know, and you see
Cato.
folks that are getting mugged, or you're getting people that are getting shot and killed, and the other folks that are just standing there videoing the whole thing, watching the shit go down. And I really don't think I could do it. I really don't think I could just sit there and watch somebody get the fuck beat out of them and
get gunned down.
Yeah, and just sit there with my phone and watch it go down. So I don't know. I got mixed opinions.
Well, I mean, really, the topic was about just how do people decide to start recording on it. You've kind of talked about the other dark side of the nature of it, but probably part of my problem with some of this is you can stop anything in a frame with no context that makes it go viral or wild or whatever. But I mean, and I'm not excusing the behavior of the coffee lady, because the situation seems she ordered breakfast after breakfast at McDonald's. We've all been there before, but we've not thrown hot coffee on somebody. But like when the lady responded,
you get hot coffee if it was after breakfast.
You can get coffee anytime.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So the thing of it is,
I never wanted
like
coffee with a burger.
when you take things out of context or you freeze frame something, that's where the wild rampantness of it comes from. But I don't know. I was just thinking about it.
That's a wild. It just goes to show you what kind of world we're living in now. Because I don't think, have you ever seen anybody throw a cup of hot coffee on anybody ever before?
I did flick a day-old horse turd into somebody's mouth once with a spoon.
Yeah, but nobody was standing there with a cell phone to video.
Right. It'd have been a lot cooler.
Well, and I think that's what ruins some of these people's lives for one brief moment in time.
I'd always been that guy that flicked a horse turd in somebody's mouth. And I wasn't naming, you know, it just happened.
Where did this happen?
Sorry,
at? Like,
Justin.
how does that happen?
State Fair, circa 2002.
Nerd.
Do you have your FFA jacket on too?
No, I wasn't in FFA. I was in 4-H. But you go up there in the horse barn.
Do you have your belt buckle on?
Yeah, it's hanging over there on the fucking wall.
You had your Wranglers?
Yeah.
You got your boots?
I wore Wranglers until college, and then anyway, we're getting out. The
Cowboys'
story you
butts
asked.
drive me nuts.
But I was just bored and picking up horse apples on a plastic spoon and flicking them at people as they walked by. And my buddy walked by. I was like, "Hey, Justin," and he was like, "What's up?" And I was like, "Boink." Horse apple right down the gullet. He was not happy.
I don't blame him.
Yeah, God dang, I feel real bad about this. We also, he fell asleep in his chair, and I poured a bunch of powdered coffee creamer down the back of his shirt. He was a sweaty fella. Justin, I'm sorry.
You're a real piece of shit, David.
That dude's mom babysat me from when I was 2 to.
Oh, that's what makes it worse. So you bullied this kid that was your buddy because he thought you guys were BFFs. And here you flick a horse turd down his throat, coffee creamer down his back while he's sleeping. What else you do to him?
I was his BFF for a long time. He's ride or die. We seen some shit. I know. All right, I ain't proud. I'm just telling you. Luckily, nobody had cell phone cameras.
Turns
Nobody
out I'm
would've known
never
about
spending the night here anymore.
So,
Good last time.
so when was the last time you talked to this guy?
He come out to Viv's 90th.
So, anyways, for those of you that out there that carry your phones everywhere, thanks for capturing that footage that goes viral.
World star.
And
Bottle girl.
but for those people that watch people tragically have things happen to them in a negative way, maybe be more proactive to be a good citizen.
There you go.
With that, we're going to take a quick pause for the cause, brought to you by the Rugged Foot.
The holiday shopping season is upon us. Many people talk about shopping local and supporting local businesses. Well, here is a good one for you. The Rugged Foot on historic 4th Street in Huntingburg is the right place for men's and women's safety, hiking, and hunting footwear and accessories. Mike with the Rugged Foot carries brands like Red Wing, Irish Setter, Works, Danner, Lacrosse, and Dry Shod. Not only are there boots and shoes, but also smart wool socks and Pete boot dryers. Support local, shop local, and visit the Rugged Foot today.
And we're back. Big thank you to the Rugged Foot there on the historic 4th Street in Huntingburg. Brother Dave, what say you?
Again, I'm really fucking it up. I ain't got anything deep or profound, but as I've been working through the shop project, I've had one main goal, and that's the bathroom. Thought real hard about putting a shower stall in, so it's like a whole self-contained thing, and I decided to forego a shower so that I'd have room for a urinal. And Mrs. Smoker asked me, well, what the hell's there's a toilet. Why do you need a urinal? And I don't have a good answer why I'm so damned excited about it, but I am hell-bent on a urinal. And I guess I'm wondering now if I'm a little bit out of line.
Well, no, here, show of hands of the audience here. Who has a urinal in their house? Nobody. That's why it's cool and you're excited about
Like
it.
I am overly excited to be able
You know what I wish you
'cause
would have
still
done?
piss standing up, like whether it's in the toilet or the urinal.
I wish what you would have done is put an old school piss and trough in there.
So we could all piss together.
Yes, where like 6 of us could go in there, flop them out like we're at Tri-State Speedway, and just pee like men.
You know, and that's where we lost it, because the gals go to the bathroom together.
Yeah,
But you don't as a fella unless you got a pissing trough.
because there's nothing
Have
more.
you ever done that?
A piss trough?
Yeah.
Only at real skeezy titty bars, but yeah.
There's only one. Hey, it's a very humbling experience when you stand there with all them wieners hanging out, and you realize maybe.
Now, one of you fellas was talking about one where it was a double-sided pissing trough, I think. That's weird. Like you might piss on somebody.
Yeah, there's no.
Wrigley.
No, Wrigley doesn't have a double facing one.
But they have just a single trough.
They have a single trough.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
single
saw-
trough side by side, but I don't think I could piss with somebody.
And kind of, I
across
think it's
from
like
me.
a rectangle shape too, or like a, wouldn't be rectangle, but kind of had a square shape to it to where. Yeah.
Eye contact's fine, but I wouldn't want somebody to be able to piss on me.
Well, that's why you're in the trough. I saw something online where it's a football stadium or one of them, college football stadium somewhere, where no, it's just a concrete slab that's slanted down into it, and you just stand there and pee.
Hell yeah.
That's what we should have done in there.
Well, a lot more concrete work. So we only got to cut concrete in one place because I got to have a shit.
Well, how are we going to cut that concrete, Dave?
Well, I've been looking into it. A saw.
Neighbor Doug knows exactly who's cutting that concrete.
But I don't know. I know, and that's weird. And I went. So my buddy, I was going to get a urinal either way, and he heard about it, and he was like, "Hey, man, his father passed not too long ago, and he had picked up a urinal somewhere. This is like a secondhand urinal when he got it, I think.
And he put it in the house right away?
No, his old man wanted to put it in the shop, so he didn't have to. They got a big fucking shop, and
I'm all for double-sided piss and trough.
Anyone ever use a urinal that's got two sides where guys stand on both sides facing each other to piss? I remember the old stadium that my dad would take us to ball games a few times when I was a kid, and had a long enough urinal like this one in the photo that in the men's room. I was amazed, but yet a bit nervous at first to use it, but the initial hesitations, I got used to it and looked forward to going to the bathroom with my dad.
That's awkward.
That guy's a pedophile.
That's awkward.
I can remember being at Tri-State Speedway on what day?
The Clash track.
Sunday, and like dreading to have to piss because we would go down there and I was just a little feller and here's all these big old hairy cocks hanging out on both sides and you're about just a shade over, eye level to these one-eyed king snakes trying to take a pee. And it was a fucking pretty tragic and
Tragic or
Dramatic.
traumatic is what I was looking for, experience. But yeah, and then we went, and then so whenever the first time I'd ever been to Wrigley Field was not too long
Same
ago.
thing.
And they had the old piss troughs too. So
I mean, it makes the
yeah.
most sense.
It does.
For time, getting people in and getting people
Well,
out.
but that's what I'm saying. But where I'm at and what I'm doing, it makes no sense. You can
Yeah,
piss
'cause-
standing up in a toilet just like you can in a urinal.
Because if you had a house full here and the lounge full, not house full, lounge full, most of your male guests are going to go outside and pee in the driveway anyways.
100%.
Now, the only thing there is,
if it's
and
pissing
people
and
brought
pouring
this
rain,
up, like, hey, you can piss outside. And I do piss outside. I'm a huge proponent of pissing outside.
Yeah, that's how I
But-
potty trained two of my boys.
When it's raining, and also just the lay of the land here, when old man Balsmeyer decided to put the shop where it's at, it slopes down. The driveway is a few inches taller than the slab. And you get a little bit of ice out there, and that's fucking treacherous.
oh God, yeah,
We've had a
watched
lot
you.
of people. We've had people eat shit when there ain't ice on the ground out there.
Which they accept all liability. The ice was open and obvious. There's no liability to smoker.
Now, I will
LLC.
say, though, that you might get some efficiency. You could gain some efficiency by pissing indoors by having a urinal and a regular standard John. Because two folks could piss.
Well, you could go into the sink too. Realistically,
Well,
you got
and
3
Mace,
units.
but if I'd have put a shower in, Mace could have pissed in that.
Well, that's a bathtub.
Be
He wants a bathtub.
four-holer, yeah.
So I don't know, but
Urinal,
I really
John,
got thinking,
sink,
did I
four-holer.
screw up by not going with a shower? Am I too hung up on this urinal thing? But I just can't convince myself that I am because I'm really fucking excited. To have a urinal.
I do like a urinal to pee in, yeah.
And I don't know why it is. Though. I can't. There's no.
No, because it's not something that you see in a lot of communal lounges and or / shops.
Do you think urinals are going to go away with the time and age that we live in? now and
No.
well, but in our
I
gender,
think a woman could
in our
probably.
gender fluid society,
I think a woman could probably pee in a urinal too. If
I've seen it at
I've-
the Ford Center.
I've 100% seen it myself. Yes.
I don't know how you do that. I feel like there's a little bit of geometry involved there.
Stepbrother.
You kind of got to spread. There's a little bit
Oh,
of.
boy.
Tell
you
me
gotta-
about it.
You got to move some things out of the way.
Complete expert of the female.
You got to move
anatomy.
some things out of the way, and then there's a lot more like bearing down. Like there's
I feel like it'd take at least 2 roach clips and a piece of thread to make it happen.
What the hell is the piece of thread used for?
To pull them back.
the what?
The roach clips.
The flaps, the piss fenders,
Hey, you don't want to get too personal, but are you
an in or an outer? Yeah, you got to get them piss fenders out of the way there. You get them babies spread out, and you get.
The
I-
look
I've
of your
seen it.
wife right now.
I have seen it firsthand where this was a
Better not have been firsthand while you were married, sir.
no, it was an older woman at an event where that
She needed help. She could barely stand.
I didn't have anything to do with. There was no hands-on help by me, but it was just like, hey, there's a line of urinals. There's not very big men's line, but there's a hellacious women's line, and this woman is a badass woman. And she came in, and
Was it
she
a
says-
motorcycle rally?
Yeah, close to it. And
Okay.
she said, "Come on in. I'm gonna piss." And we were like, "Holy shit! The shitters are full, but the
Shitters full,
urinals,
Clark.
the urinals are open." And she said, "That's okay." And she dropped them down
There's
to about
shit on the Uranus.
yeah, you think that's bad? And she dropped about she dropped her drawers down to her knees, and then like it was a two-handed thing where she had to use both of her hands, and then she seemed to be really bearing down, and it sounded like somebody frying an egg, and then it was just she got it over with, and we were all just fucking like, holy moly, is this happening? And we all kind of thought, this bitch is wild. You know what I mean? And so it can be done. Yeah. That's a true story.
I don't see how you could make up something like that.
No, that's truth. That's truth. That's gospel there. I don't know. Yeah, urinals are cool.
All for it.
Yeah.
Just don't get those kegs.
because they have sharp edges.
Yeah.
Now I've been doing a lot of Google searching for good urinal targets. Like
You gotta get the ones down there at the Legion.
Hanoi Jane.
Hanoi
Jane. Are we allowed to talk
Jane.
about that?
Hanoi Jane.
Yeah, why not?
Jane
It's a
Fonda.
real thing. She knows.
Those are illegal.
Jane Fonda. You put them on there, or Obama. There was a lot, or not Obama. Joe Biden. He had some urinal stickers.
Nancy Pelosi. There's some of those out there.
Yeah.
Hey, Big Nance
Good
retiring.
riddance, bitch.
Oh, Jesus.
Good riddance.
Oh boy.
I said it.
We're not a political podcast.
That
But we'll
old-
talk about pissing on her face.
Cheeky. Good time to put her out to pasture.
Oh, good Lord. Unfortunately, all those people that follow her stock picks are probably dreading when her.
She'll still be getting them.
Hmm.
I mean, I'm sure she'll still be buying and selling. She's retiring. She ain't dying.
Yeah, but you lose your insider information when you're not.
Do
in
you?
those.
Do you though?
Probably not. It is now time for the Merkley and Sons Choice Cuts Questions of the Week for the fellas, brought to you by Merkley and Sons.
The month of giving thanks is upon us, and so is one of our favorite holidays, Thanksgiving. This Thanksgiving, consider stopping by Merkley and Sons to see what they have to offer. We promise you won't find a butterball in their shop. Whether it's one of their famous smoked turkeys or turkey rolls, you can't go wrong. If you're looking to go away from turkeys, well, you know the fellas over there at Merkley and Sons, they've got you covered on that too.
All right, fellas. Just had them pulled up. Our buddy Corky has sent in some questions a while ago, and it's been a spell. I saw Mr. Corky. He was up there at West Baden. Would have been Tuesday, so the 5th or 6th, I think he was out there walking. So when he listens to this, he'll be like, damn, I was, and I didn't see him. Corky, keeping an eye out for you, buddy.
Always
Just
on the
know.
swivel.
Anyways, here we go. First one from our buddy Corky. Do you make a grocery list before shopping or just freewheel it?
You know, honest to God, the best thing that's come from COVID is online shopping.
God damn it.
And just make it, order it, pick it up.
This is a tough spot.
Yeah, because your wife knows you do not make a list.
I fucking wing it every time I go, and I double buy like a motherfucker.
It's not surprising.
I know it.
Try to do a list unless I know that I'm going in for like a quick stop there at Local More for Less, and I just need to get 2 or 3 things.
She
then I
told
don't.
me. She told me today after work. Actually, my son did. He said we need eggs and tortilla chips.
Tortillas.
Came out with Oreos,
90
Mexican Coke.
$90. $90. $90.
Oh boy,
Yeah.
we're not going to get into that.
Went
due to
hard.
The domestic issue.
Went hard.
Favorite meal at Waffle House. Moving on from that one.
You know, I've not eaten at Waffle House.
Me neither.
Too many. I'm sure I've been in there, but I couldn't tell you what I'd order.
Me neither.
I've never eaten Waffle House.
It's too
But
sketchy.
My younger brother, though, is a huge Waffle House fan.
So is the warden.
Never eaten at one. But he's actually gotten, I think every year he buys the Waffle House coffee Christmas mug. They do special mugs for Christmas.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah. I don't know. No, I just revert back to the old Bloodhound Gang song where I like cheese on my Waffle House hash browns.
I'm a Cracker Barrel guy,
Mm-hmm.
if the choice is. If I'm going late night greasy like that, it's
Denny's.
White Castle.
Denny's.
Or Denny's.
Mm-hmm.
Zesty nachos.
Going
with some
after
ranch.
a while here.
Yeah, well, not with big fella over there napping already. There you go. You can only choose one for the rest of your life: beef or pork. Of course, purchased at Merkley and Sons.
Damn, we've talked about this. And I love bacon, but beef is more versatile.
Yeah, you can.
Carnitas.
Carnitas. Yeah. I'm going.
Bria's beef.
I'm going.
You're really going to say pork? Yeah, I'm going beef.
I'm going
100%.
pork.
Beef. Do you take a PTO day when it's your birthday?
I have, but I don't like religiously, if that makes sense.
No.
I don't either. But I know like some places they actually one of your floating holidays is your birthday, or they give you that holiday.
Yeah.
So places. What's that? Yeah. What's Love Excavating's policy on that? Perfect. Hey, there's hope for you, Dave.
Seems lucrative.
In September. Do you ever listen to AM radio stations?
Not anymore, but I used to.
Not anymore. I used to.
I'd catch Paul Harvey on AM.
I'd catch Coast to Coast on 1280.
Never. I've never listened to an AM radio station.
Okay.
What group would you like to see as the Super Bowl halftime show? Well, now that we know it's Bad Bunny, but what group? If we had a chance to pick. Ooh. The one still remaining?
MGK and Jelly Roll.
Ooh.
If I got to pick a group. If not Kid Rock.
Ooh.
But he's not really a group. I guess he is. He's got a band.
Well, you would say that well, I guess, yeah. Anyway.
That made a group.
That's an insanely tough question.
Pantera.
Jackal. Never heard of him.
Oh my God. I don't know.
I bet Metallica would put on a good
Yeah.
show.
I mean, that was like the first thing that jumped in my brain was Metallica.
Metallica would probably be a good one. AC/DC.
Or
Would be fun.
OAR.
OAR would be good. Dave Matthews Band. He could play the intro to a 35-minute song. No, that's
Hootie and the Blowfish.
Pearl Jam.
Ooh.
Hootie and the Blowfish would be a good one.
Number one on my
You get some of those 90 rock groups that would be a fun trip
Gosh,
down
I mean,
memory lane.
Darius does okay, but he'll always be Hootie in my book.
Yep, there we go. Which do you prefer to watch, college football or the NFL?
NFL, I don't watch college.
Yeah, NFL.
College football all day. Here's another question, but it's got an asterisk by it, but I don't know. Was Curtis Crowe allowed to watch Footloose? We talked about it when Curtis was here
Why
last.
wouldn't he have been able to watch football?
Highly doubtful.
Because of the religious thing?
Very racy.
Ah,
I don't know. We'll have to ask him about that.
I bet he wasn't.
I bet he
Because he wasn't allowed to watch lots of shows.
South Park.
yeah, South Park was the one they'd never seen.
Yeah, John Travolta.
Well, hey, good news. We're just going to let you in on a little secret. Our buddy Curtis Crowe will be joining us for the Thanksgiving Eve special.
And we'll ask him about Footloose.
For sure. Corky, hey, just come on out. Thanksgiving Eve. What
That's
are you doing?
the invite, buddy.
Yeah, what are you doing? Come on out. Curtis, we appreciate it. Corky, we appreciate it. Those are your Merkley and Sons choice cut questions of the week for the fellas, brought to you by Merkley and Sons. And it's time now for some final thoughts, brought to you by Hayes Heating, Air, and Repair.
The weather has turned to the beautiful fall that southern Indiana can provide. The weather will continue to turn to the bitter cold that southern Indiana can also provide. If you find yourself in need of updating your furnace or needing that furnace maintained or repaired, give our buddy Todd Hayes at Hayes Heating, Air, and Repair a call. Todd is a trusted provider and can provide the attention and response needed if you find yourself in a crisis with your furnace this fall and winter. Give Todd a call today.
All right, Smoke Dragon, what you got?
Well, here's the deal, boys. It's late. Looking at the clock, it's tomorrow from when we started.
Correct.
A 2-day recording session,
Yep.
technically.
Dedicated to it.
And we've had some highs and we've had some lows. Been some tough spots, but that's how it goes.
I think this episode has had the highs and the lows just from the guy here in the middle who we'll turn to next. Big fella, what it say you?
You can't put a price on a good time. And sometimes good times are priceless. I don't really have anything super pivotal other than we're coming up on the holidays. Don't find yourself falling into the rut
Or a river.
or the river of materialistic bullshit. Just enjoy your time with the family that you have. And remember the reason for the season, give thanks and be thankful for what you have. And just remember that there's somebody always out there that's got it way worse than you. And that'll make you smile. So, keep your stick on the ice and
You want to feel better about yourself. Think
a-
about some other motherfucker.
Yeah, think about somebody else that's deadbeat. But happy Thanksgiving when you listen to this coming up here, and keep your stick on the ice.
Big thank you to Krieg Insurance, Lights by Logan, The Rugged Foot, Merkley and Sons, and of course Hayes Heating, Air, and Repair. We appreciate it. For those of you that listen, watching, we appreciate your support. This would be the third episode into the start of season 4, which is exciting, very monumental. But of course, my thing of it is I love Thanksgiving. It's probably my favorite holiday. Has nothing to do with the food. It's all about family getting together, being able to spend the time, the
Amen.
traditions.
Amen.
Because I think that's one thing in our society today that is lacking.
Yeah.
Is a staunch belief in holding on to traditions. Now, I'm not saying all traditions are meant to be brought along as society goes on.
Like communism.
Socialism,
I don't know if that's tradition, or not.
fascism,
But
all kinds of isms.
my goal for you, listener, is to start a new tradition this year, whatever it may be.
Unless it's communism.
Can be something simple, can be something fun, can be something serious,
Mhm.
but whatever it is. And I think before we go, because this is the episode that'll air before Thanksgiving, even though we're doing the Thanksgiving Eve episode, we do it in the Lindemann household. We always go around the table and ask what's one thing we're thankful for. Brother Dave, I'll start with you.
You fellers. I appreciate you guys.
Is that because Jenna's not out here?
No, I
Or your
didn't think
kids?
this. I figured we'd make this 2 or 3 weeks, and it's like
Yeah.
really dragging on into nearly half a decade.
We fooled you on that one, didn't we? Big fella, what about you?
I give thanks for health, happiness, and prosperity, and the love that my family and we all have together,
Oh, that's melting the soul over there.
and you guys.
I can just hear the britches getting wet over
Yeah.
there.
Oh my God!
Oh,
Slick me up.
Got
Look
you
at that look
slick.
she just
Got
gave you.
Slick boy.
Hey, fellas, we got to get out of the lounge here. They
What
need
about
some-
you, big dog?
Hey, I am thankful for the health of my children, my wife, my family, my father. I'm thankful for all those people in my life that I have the daily interactions with that I know sometimes I can probably be difficult. I know I probably
Mm-hmm.
can be a dick about
Mhm.
things.
Mm-hmm.
But deep down inside, I'm thankful for those people that make my life great and special.
You're welcome.
And thank you. Yeah, buddy, that's it. But certainly thankful for family, for friends, for the community we live in,
Hell
for
yeah.
the community our kids will grow up in. And, just thankful for all you out there in Wondering Land. Because next time, the Wednesday Eve, Thanksgiving Eve episode's probably going to be a shit show. So
fine.
it'll be
Love
okay.
it.
It'll be okay. And with that,
Dutchman out.
we'll see you next time.